Hey, this is Pokéball35. This is another reaction video. To preface, I went to bed after I took a shower last night, and my hair is all over the place. I tried to comb it out the best I could, so forgive this monstrosity. I should say calamity. Forgive this calamity of a hairstyle right now, because, so, this just came out. I literally just woke up like 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. So, I don't know if I've said this publicly, but for at least the last like 2 to 3 months, I have really wanted to pick up Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, because I really like Hyrule Warriors, and I never played that game all the way through. Like, I never really put that much time into it, and then I eventually got rid of the game. And Hyrule Warriors 3DS came out, and that added a bunch of new features to the game that I never got to play, and there was a bunch of new DLC characters that I never got to play. And then Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition came out, and I haven't played it yet, but there's so much stuff I want to do, but I haven't gotten it yet because Hyrule Warriors is such a massive game, and I'm streaming a bunch of different games at the moment, and this is not a game I want to sink my teeth into just yet. Because I'm just playing really long games. I'm about to finish a really long RPG, and just like a bunch of other stuff, and I want to actually start replaying Mario Odyssey on the stream pretty soon. So this is the thing. We're gonna watch this together.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Yo. Yo. This is just... Yo! Oh my god, he plays Zelda and Mipha and Urbosa. And hopefully Rivali and Daruk as well. Also that the capture is like a little bit off. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Release date?
I must protect everyone.
November 20th? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Get rid of the face. Or move the face cam. November 20th? Are you... okay. Okay. Okay, dude. So, I don't know what are you? What is this Sheikah technology? And a new update to the game coming on the 26th? I think everything that I had planned for the rest of the year just got turned around. If I go back to my Switch scene, you can see that I have my face cam in a weird spot because I was streaming a different game. But you can see that I have at the bottom left Mario 3D All-Stars as my current dono goal. And I might have to switch that a little bit to Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. So, throughout the year, I streamed A Hat in Time at the beginning of the year. I streamed it on my birthday last year, December 27th, into January. And then in, I think it was February or March, it was so long ago, I think it was March, I streamed the entirety of Breath of the Wild in Master Mode. I don't have any of that footage anymore because I'm a dumbass and deleted it all. Because, like, I was running out of space on my computer for footage, and I just deleted a bunch of videos. I'm like, I'm not doing anything with this Breath of the Wild footage. I've had it on my computer for 6 months, so I deleted it all. But in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have deleted that footage, because I just wanted it for... just because. I don't have that anymore. I also did see on Nintendo's channel that they have another video. It's right there on the sidebar. A story 100 years before Breath of the Wild? Hold.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, the producer.
Right, anyway, before I get into this, I streamed Breath of the Wild earlier in the year, and I wanted to play Mario Odyssey near the end of the year, but then all of a sudden they announced Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and that's coming out at the end of October, and I wanted to stream Mario Odyssey in October, so I don't know if I'm doing that, and I want to replay Luigi's Mansion 3, because I want to play the game again, because that game's great, and all of this other stuff that I want to do, and now this.
The Legend of Zelda series. We mentioned in the June 2019 Nintendo Direct presentation that we had started development on the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Many people around the world are still playing Breath of the Wild, so I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
Fantastic game.
Thank you so much.
Literally one of my favorite games of all time.
Regarding the sequel, in order to make the vast world you enjoyed exploring in the original game even more impressive, the team is working hard on its development, so you'll have to wait a bit longer before we can provide more updates.
Understandable, take your time.
In the meantime, we've prepared a different way for you to experience the world of Hyrule, and we have a video to introduce it. Please take a look.
Alright, this is the trailer we just watched.
What you just saw is the game that Koei Tecmo Games is developing, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This game takes place 100 years before the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In that game, the great calamity that occurred 100 years prior was mentioned, but the actual event itself wasn't shown in full.
This game is the prequel. You play as you... Whoa. That's kinda sick. Not gonna lie. That's kinda sick. How you play the game as the prequel, all of Link's memories that you see throughout Breath of the Wild, you play those in this game?
In this game, you'll be able to experience the events of the Great Calamity. So now,
my mind just exploded.
Tecmo Games producer Mr. Hayashi to join me here.
Hello everyone, I'm Yosuke Hayashi from Koei Tecmo Games and the producer of this game. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity began when Mr. Aonuma approached us saying, I think it would be interesting to create a Warriors game telling the story of the Great Calamity. What do you think? The battles between the Kingdom of Hyrule and Calamity Ganon would complement Warrior-style gameplay against large armies. The previous Hyrule Warriors games were filled with Zelda conventions.
Okay, so wait. This is not the same game. I was thinking this is an expansion to Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. This is its own separate game. That's good to know.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild broke these conventions entirely, and perhaps it's the same for everyone here, but for someone like me, who's been playing Zelda games for a long time, this was an extraordinary experience. It's a new, special title for me. Unlike the previous Hyrule Warriors games, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was developed by working closely with the Zelda team in every step of the process, including gameplay direction, graphics, world, and all dialogue. And while we maintained the distinct gameplay style of the Warriors series, with exciting 1 versus 1,000 battles and a wide variety of playable characters, this became the only game that will let you experience the world 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild firsthand.
I'm so excited. I'm so incredibly excited.
Thank you, Mr. Hayashi. During the development of the previous Hyrule Warriors games, I was impressed with how the Warriors development team, led by Mr. Hayashi, had a deep understanding of the Legend of Zelda series. This time around, they made it possible to create this new experience by combining the well-detailed world of Breath of the Wild with Warriors gameplay. Therefore, I believe this game will offer the experience of the great Calamity battles that weren't fully shown in the original game. I hope that both those who played the previous Hyrule Warriors games and those who played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild can experience this game. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity will launch on November 20th. Thank you for your continued support for The Legend of Zelda.
Thank you for making masterpieces. Thank you for making masterpieces, Mr. Alnuma. So, that kind of flip turns everything I had planned for the rest of the year. I am streaming this game. I am playing this game no matter what. I loved Breath of the Wild. I loved replaying Breath of the Wild at the beginning of the year. For anyone who tuned into the Breath of the Wild Master Mode streams, thank you for watching those. I no longer have the footage because I'm stupid. But I had plans to play Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition at some point. This is now launching. I need to check. Let's check if it's on the eShop. Hold up. Let's turn that switch on real quick. Let's check if it's on the eShop. Oh, cool. It's doing this, where like the thing screws up with the noise. Can I like deactivate and reactivate it, and it'll be fine? Nope. You're just gonna hear it in a low pitch because that's what it wants to do right now. If it would actually load. No, it's still got all this stuff. If I go to maybe coming soon. Nope, I said coming soon. No, it's not even on the eShop yet. Alright, fair enough. So yeah, to not ramble too much longer, this is absolutely insane. I don't know how big this game is going to be, because Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition is like a 1,000-hour game, pretty much, with everything it has, which is why I didn't want to stream it just yet. But I absolutely want to play this, because Breath of the Wild is great, and they made a prequel to the game, to one of my favorite games ever, one of the best games ever, and it's this. I'm playing it. I don't even know what else to say, so thank you very much for watching this video. This is a bonus video for the day, normal upload again at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I will see you in whatever comes next.